So I'm virtually going for a little bit of a walk today. I have to check to see if I have mail, and I have to collect pictures of any flower that I can possibly see, because I don't have many flowers as expected in my garden. It's a bit cold today. It's like rubbed up with a scarf and a jumper, a jacket, a wind-proofing jacket. And the wind is like so icy. I was gonna look for my gloves actually. I couldn't find them right away, so I said, oh, screw it, I'll look for them later. I think I have to rearrange my chest of drawers so that all my clothes fit in there, because I've just got a tiny bit too many clothes, and it's because I brought more clothes than expected. I've still got jeans that I haven't worn. It's perfect weather to wear jeggings. This is a nice jacket and all, but it's not incredibly warm. The only thing good about it is that it protects against wind. And yeah, so the wind's pretty frosty actually. I could use gloves on my hands. I mean, it's not so cold that my hands are gonna like start trembling, otherwise I would buy another pair at the stores on my way. But I was watching YouTube last night, and of course, he doesn't. I was sort of reminding myself of movies I hadn't seen for a while, and I came across a collection of Megan Fox's movies, and I came across this one that she did ages ago that was like really violent and dramatic. It's a teenage story, but it's kind of gruesome. It's considered a horror story, and I was like, oh, that's right, you know. I was like sort of absorbed in the idea of going to see if there's a free version of it online, but the things you totally forget, like hello. Anyway, but I think I've watched too many movies on the weekend. I watched Titanic 2, which is fun. I mean, it's not a fun movie, but it's it just has an air of something that you don't often see in movies anymore. And so I was like, that's interesting. And it's just sort of a little bit of a, you know, one of those movies that you wouldn't watch that many times, but every now and again it's like, oh yeah, that's right. It's a little bit corny, a little bit flirtatious. To the 6th season now, so I've only got a few more to go, but I'm sort of over it. So I'm probably going to wait a few weeks to, yeah. But by the time you get to the 6th season, you're like, I'm so over this. No real point in watching it anymore now that my fascination has been totally fulfilled. I get it. I get what it's all about now, and it's like sort of getting bored of the characters, and I'm sure it has its moments, but it's sort of like oh geez, how much longer can we pulse through this kind of aspect? So I'm like, I'm struggling to watch it past the 6th season. So I was watching a little bit of the 6th season on the weekend, and I was like, I'm so over like the plot and the characters and the mundane dramas and all this other stuff. It's like the only thing is the flirtation between characters is the only thing that seems to be picking up. But you're kind of like, I think everyone's bored of each other by now. Because there's not so much flirtation that you're going ooh and ah like every time I turn it on. It's more like once in a while it's like, oh, I thought I was dying of boredom before this flirtation that's spaced out comes along. So otherwise I'm literally sitting there and it's like, I'm not really sitting there and almost like kind of state, but there's very little to inspire you. That's something I could take a picture of. Yeah, I might have to, I might take a picture of it on the way back. I'm trying to be inspired. I also have to check to see if my card has come. I don't know, I have a feeling I don't want to go on the trip. It's really just me pushing myself to go on the trip aspect. That would make me go on this trip. Is this mango? I think so. So I should get more. I spent $20 on the weekend. I got like this multicolored Banksia, but then I realized Banksias can grow from 20 feet high or something, and I'm like, really? Because I didn't know that. I thought they were like, I don't know, 5-meter bush or something. It's like 10-meter bush or something. The length of the stems that are 10 meters, not the height of the tree or something like that, but or at least it takes 10 years before it gets up to 10 meters or something. I would hate to like burn it, be like it's a really big bush, so and then have to take it out. But Tabernacle was one thing that I bought from Asia, and I don't actually know what it was. And so I said to myself, I should have got a dwarf Banksia. But I think these ones are dwarf Banksia, so I don't think it should reach 10 meters. I think they are dwarf Banksias, but is it a Banksia even, or something else? Anyway, I bought some sort of multicolored bush. I thought that's a pretty bush, because we had purple versions of it in our last house. This one's multicolored, so of course it's probably means. Oh, look, here's the dog again. Here they are again. Are they cute? They're chasing me the other terrier. Not the little terrier. Not the fox terrier, but the other one. Not that one. The other one is so cute. I'm getting a photos from dogs. think it was like a fan palm. They grow pretty huge, and the other time we lived in a suburb where you couldn't grow big trees like that, so it had to be cut down. It was some sort of huge tree anyways that they bought on the internet from China. And we were like, oh, it's so sad. But so $7 for that base, yeah. And then the other $2 seeds for mini roses. Got little mini roses. Purchased three colors, and they're the cutest little things that you've ever seen. Yeah, I think mini roses are ultra cute, so I'm gonna take another pot and have mini roses. But we've had such great weather this year. In the past year, such great weather here. We've never had such great weather. Apparently, conspiracy is that after 2006, the weather should be a less weather-prone zone, so that people can actually purchase and own a house without going through a heap of weather problems. So that's conspiracy. So all the scientists and things in the government that control the weather are going to push down the buttons so that people can just have houses and live in normal communities kind of aspect and stuff. But that's just a conspiracy theory. So if you have a house after 2006, you might just not have weather problems. It's so much calmer, so much better to not have to worry about weather problems, that you're like, this is how lifestyle is actually supposed to be. So I've never personally had a house without weather problems. I've always sort of experienced one issue or another within a couple of weeks of owning a house. And so I buy a house, and it's like a cyclone just knows where my address is to, push a severe storm over it. Enough to give it damage, enough to raise my house insurance, enough to make me lose my house. So, and I bought like over 65 houses, so it's like over and over again, same issue. And if it's not cyclones, it's bushfires. Or once I lived in an earthquake zone, which also had lava and cyclones. So, but that was like grabbing like an $80,000 house somewhere. I think it might have been $45,000, and it was actually a house. I was like, oh, well, it's not so bad. Cough, cough. Oh, it has electricity, so I can have the internet. But like when I was living there, it's like earthquake, lava, and cyclone all at the same time on the same day. And you're like going, oh, it sucks. Lava was okay, because I know to put a gutter around your yard to have the lava come and go. The earthquake was the most destructive, and so was the cyclone. So It probably wasn't on the same day, but it was when I was living there, and I was like, oh, it's so disturbing. So that I don't spend my money on things like, oh. I didn't know cars went that way. I'm like always watching out for the road. It's like, no cars went the other way. I see the third one. That way too. I'll never feel safe walking on this road. Lucky they didn't hit me. Some people like that, they just hit people in their cars. I totally could have just been run over. Totally. Alright, I gotta stop yakking and start collecting images. So any flower that I see going in or out of town, it's like I have to take a picture because I have virtually no flowers left on my my heart's not beating or anything, but I was like, oh my gosh, if that was an insane driver who just doesn't believe in stopping, I could have totally been hit. So it's like, but my life isn't flashing before my eyes, but I'm like, oh my gosh, the shock of it. It's like, I could have just died. Anyway, I'm gonna get off this phone so I can use the camera.